What's up, Friday Night Funkiners? We're here with the two owners of Mistful Crimson Morning. We got the previous owner, Havoc. What's up, Havoc?
Nothing much. Hi. Yeah, for most of my time at the dev team, I was a director for the mod. It was stressful for me because I've seen a lot of people like go through a lot of motionless risks.
Right, so Havoc has stepped away from directing V2 while switching ownership to the current owner and main artist, BetaSheep. What's going on, BetaSheep?
Hello, I'm like the person who did like half the art in Mistful Crimson Morning.
Oh!
Hi.
And we also have Stonesteve, another INKtastic artist for the mod.
Yes.
So, like, what's the inspiration for choosing Spongebob with the focus around creepypastas for the mod?
Yeah, Crimson Morning originally started as another mod that was terrible.
Monday
Mod.
Morning Mist.
Yeah, that was its name.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
Dumped and Redwick Squidward are the oldest characters that were in the mod. Down the line, we kind of added more.
I think it was because the creepypasta trend on FNF just started happening.
So how does the team choose SpongeBob characters for the mod?
Sometimes there's like people who get hired that already made the characters. Like for example,
Yes.
there's a person named Oatmeal. Like right when they joined the team, they already made the sprites for like Dead Hope and the running phase. That's kind of how that came into existence.
We mainly chose creepypastas that we thought could help. We couldn't find any that were fittable for our roster, so we had to choose a few that were like a joke type, for example, cannibalism and Joe Mama. Because again, we had to focus on the limited amount of SpongeBob creepypastas that were out there. I never expected a mod like Crimson Morning to blow up, but again, it was like expected in a way because of like what we were doing.
The quality.
Ask me questions. Come on, do it.
So we also have Johnny Redwick here, the main coder and an artist for version 1. He is stepping away from version 2.
He already did. For version 2, we just kind of added stuff just to get people in. From version 1, we mainly focused on, you know, pastas about SpongeBob. For version 2, we just
was
kind
a
of...
really pasta, and look at it now. It's such a good song.
To be fair, that's actually why I made the lore for Dumped, because again, apparently a 7-year-old wrote it.
He's a 7-year-old. Why? I
Why?
literally hate the idea. I hate the idea. Why does he have such big eyes?
He's
It's
a
supposed to be a
7-year-old.
creepypasta.
God,
Why?
you guys sound like fanfic writers. It's insane.
So we got Mr. Cool Roblox. How long was MCM in development for?
To really answer this, 5 months. 5 months exactly.
Gotcha. And what would you say was the most challenging part of development? Was it Doomsday or?
Doomsday did not take that long.
I literally coded it in like, what, 3 days?
Oh yeah, Tortured.
Yeah, Torture was the hardest one.
Because when I first joined, I was tasked with doing like a comic style I've never even read. I didn't even know what Bikini Bottom Horror was, and then like I read it and I was like, oh my god,
It's
so
amazing.
good, it's underrated. And then for Tortured Squidward, I made like a beta design.
I thought his
And
head looked
it,
like
it,
a...
it looked
Yeah.
so bad.
I want to add, I thought it looked like a pine cone.
Dude, his head literally looked like a pine. You put a pine cone on his icon.
I think it's really funny. That was the hardest part for you, and you can barely see him in game.
Bro, I feel like
Funny.
the hardest
Funny
thing
to
for
me.
beta was just making most of the art.
I made like 20 backgrounds.
I like.
So what would you say was the funniest part of MCM's development?
I remember this one. So in V2, Official and Mickey were playing Fall Guys, and Beta out of nowhere challenged them to win a Fall Guys game. And if they win, they'd be owner of MCM. And they won the game, and they got owner.
They got owner.
Yeah, the
For
joke.
real?
They announced it on Twitter.
Yes, it was amazing.
So was there any spicy calamari cut content or beta info you guys wanted to highlight? And we can start with beta here.
I literally had so much plans and ideas, and it never got added to V1. There was a scrapped main menu, free play backgrounds that were scrapped, a Doomsday jump scare for the old sprites that were scrapped.
And there are so many scrapped characters.
I don't even remember most of them.
We have animatronic
Some of them even
Squidward
moved.
Corruptus, which was going to be a collab with Funkin Physics. There was Diabetes Patrick, a really good idea. We should have added it. People were bothering us about it, so
we didn't add it just to like annoy people. That I believe that was the only reason.
But we add things like Joe.
We add things like a Mongly Squidward.
And another thing, Doomsday, which was originally going to have a phase 3.5.
There are like 3 Doomsday sprites that were made.
Yeah.
This one's for Steve here, the creator of Starved Squidward, along with Sandy from MCM. And people were hungry for this one. Can you give us any more insight into Starved Squidward, aka 2 Theta, before his appearance in V2?
Yes, I knew it.
People are obsessed with Starved Squidward.
The first fun fact. Tutheta, the name Tutheta means blue jellyfish, which resembles a look of a squid. That's why his name is Tutheta, by the way. The second thing is, he likes to eat anything except snails. He does not like eating snails. Third thing, he's gay and sexual at the same time, homophobic at the same time. Why am I bad at English? Okay, fun fact. Boulder Brush is just basically fight or flight, but even better.
Nah, guys, it's called Darnell Wet Fart. Darnell Wet Fart was going to be the song.
It's not a
Real
joke,
name.
that's the actual song.
Darnell Wet Fart.
Darnell Wet Fart?
Darnell Wet Fart. Darnell Wet Fart.
Darnell Wet Farts.
Darnell Wet Fart.
So
I just made this for fun, and there's even a song for it.
they're pals. They're buddies.
Oh, God.
Do y'all have any plans for cutscenes in V2?
I think we now, for V2, we're gonna have cutscenes planned.
There was a lot of scrap stuff for the cutscenes. So, for example, there was voice lines for GF, apparently.
I think there's gonna be 2 versions for it. The actual story-based version and the MCM story version. It's gonna be more accurate to the actual story and more SpongeBob styled.
If you could choose any part of MCM that you personally love the most, what would it be?
Tortured. I'm very happy about it because, like, I made the most visually appealing FNF song to exist
I don't know how you did that, man. That's
on a phone.
He did it on a phone.
On a
What
phone?
do you think?
Yeah.
Using his fingers.
oh my god.
And I made it like in 2 days.
I guess my proudest was coding Doomsday. I think it turned out pretty well, but I wanted to do a lot more. The arrows in Satisfaction where like you're on the opponent's side, that was Beta's idea because he was like, hey, why shouldn't a boyfriend be on the other side?
Because the girl was on the right side, like in the actual animation. Oh yeah, there was a scrapped Satisfaction background as well.
I also want to get Steve's opinion on what he's most proud of in the mod.
Existing.
But you did the Coconut Fred icons.
Yeah.
So what was the inspiration for adding Coconut Fred to the mod?
I wanted it in.
Johnny was like, he really wanted the song in the mod, so we
I
decided
love the song.
to let it in. And
I
of course,
literally fought for it to be in.
So here's a juicy, squiddy, spaghetti question from Super Cuba. Who would you say is the most powerful character in the mod?
Joe Mama.
Wrong. Wrong.
Okay.
Nightmare
Wait.
Coconut Fred.
Let's hear
no,
why.
it's Nightmare Squidward. Y'all have no idea. It's Nightmare Squidward.
Do you know who Joe is?
Shut up. Coconut Fred is more powerful. He's a literal god. He manipulates people into going into his island.
Tortured.
Obviously,
He's gonna say tortured.
I mean, he's massive. He can crush Squidward in like
Coconut Fred
one
could kill
thing.
him.
Coconut Fred will die. Fred will be devoured by the tortured stomach. He literally has the power to lure people in his mouth.
Same with Coconut Fred. He lures people into his island, you buffoon.
Not his mouth, though. It's not like his island is a death trap.
Yes, it is.
It's not like he's trying to kill people.
Watch the motel episode.
What is the motel episode? He's so tiny.
Okay.
I can eat him.
Okay.
So I have a question for Johnny here. How'd you make the buildup in Doomsday? You know, from the concert transitions to him screaming at the camera. Like, it legit feels like a boss battle.
I was just kind of pissed off. I just wanted to tell a story in the song because the rest of the week was just kind of, oh, he's sad. Oh, he has a gun.
We had like more flashback sequences planned, I believe, for the song. We also had Doomsday hands that were apparently supposed to show up at real
Supposed to
quick.
cover the arrows, I think.
Supposed to grow out of the ground, and it was supposed
Oh,
to.
that. But there was
grab
also
you.
like an idea where like there were hands in the foreground and they would just like cover the arrows slowly.
There was going to be a mechanic where the hands would grab BF and then try to like.
There was a sanity meter mechanic. If your sanity meter reached so low, BF would just like smash his head in with a mic.
Yeah, that.
Wow.
I wanted to do that so badly, but there was like nothing going on with it.
Taking a turn into Joe Mama Squidward, what was the inspiration for adding this Giga Chad into the mod?
I don't know.
It was just a joke character. We just
We
thought of it.
genuinely do not know.
Wait, so who made Joe Mama?
Sandy did the design.
It literally spawned into existence. There was 2 designs for it. The normal one with the jacket and like the Squidward.
And there was a black
stuff.
one.
And then the current one, which is like a minus design of the icon. And I think it's better. I like how half of this background isn't even seen in game.
I actually have a question about the background. Did you guys put any of these in the background like yourselves? Like, how'd you choose them?
Yeah, I put myself in. I thought it was funny.
Official was like, okay, just add the most memeiest stuff in the memeiest stuff in the background.
Yeah. All right, and we got the tremendous dungus question. Do you guys have any exclusive teasers for Mistful Crimson Morning V2?
Hold on, let me get it.
We can win this war! USA! US! I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I consider myself a patriot, but I'm not comfortable doing that.
I'm just gonna say MCM is definitely that one mod I try to make the best it could be. I put the most effort I could into it, even if it killed me.
All right, boys. What are your future goals within 1 to 5 years from now, starting with Steve?
Be a talented artist and a developer, that's about it. And then grow up, have children, and live my life, that's about it.
And Johnny, where do you see yourself?
Skip me, I'll go last. I got something to say.
Okay. A little worried about that, but we'll move on to BetaSheep.
Welp, I want to try to be one of the best artists to, like, be conceived. I will draw every day if I have to. I don't care. I wouldn't have enough time to feed my kids. I'll draw them food. I don't care. But yeah, I'm planning on being a video game designer, working on video games, I guess. Y'all should follow Secret History.
Yeah, also Secret Histories. That shit rocks as well.
And Johnny. Of course, Johnny. Where do you see yourself?
Obviously. In all seriousness, I want to be a cartoonist, make people enjoy, you know, maybe start a family, and finish Flippy Flipped Out, baby! October!
All right.
I'm dying right now.
I wanted to genuinely thank you guys.
Thank you for letting me promote my pod.
Thank you for having me on this.
And thank you for letting me say that I am proud of Tortured.
I'm dying.
It was Darnell Wet Farts.
Darnell Wet Fart. Darnell Wet Fart. Wet Fart.